What's going on, gamers? It's your boy Parker back with another Fortnite video. In today's video, we're going to be featuring the 107 Stitch Escape Room by the creator Dojomaps-Studio. The creator does have their own YouTube channel, so if you want to check that out, I'll have that link for you below. This map is currently giving XP at the time of this recording, so take advantage of it while you can. As always, the code for this map is below if you want to play along, so if you're ready, let's get started. Alright, gamers, so after you capture the first one, go to the back of the couch here and turn on that switch. Alright, level 2, on top of the barrel you'll find the key. Alright, level 3, you're going to jump through the picture above the desk. Level 4, you need a banana and an apple, which you'll find on the counters there. Alright, level 5, you're gonna interact with the caterpillar on the bed. Level 6, go behind the register here, you'll find the void Oni mask. Alright, and then you'll create the portal, and then teleport. See if I can do that a little bit better. Alright, level 7, turn around after you capture Stitch. And you'll find the button on the cabinet there. Alright, after you capture Stitch, the key is to the left on the counter to open the next door. Alright, level 9, after you capture Stitch, come to the shorter bookcase and you'll interact with the top shelf right there and it'll open the ceiling. Alright, level 10, turn around by the black car in the back tire on the passenger side. You'll find the mechanical part to open the next door. Alright, after you capture Stitch on level 11, just pickaxe the car on the lift to open the next door. Alright, level 12, you're just going to pickaxe the punching bag there. Alright, level 13, on the longer bench, you'll see the switch, which will open the passage here. Alright, you'll stand in the vent and then just mantle up. Alright, after you capture Stitch, there's a single white chair directly across from the door. You'll sit down in that to open the door. And you're on to the next round. Alright, round 15, you'll play the mini game on the arcade machine. And this just is a matter of hitting the marker. The closer to the blue, the less times you'll have to hit the less times it'll take to open the next door. Alright, level 16 is just a matter of inputting the code that you find on the chalkboard. So 7812. Head upstairs and input it in the keypad. There we go. Alright. Alright, 17. After you capture Stitch, hop down and by 17, you'll find the syrup to open the next door. Alright, level 18, go to the right by the crane machine right here and you'll find Stitch. And then we're going to need 10 planks of wood, so just come over to this wood pile right here to get the 10 planks. Then you'll head upstairs to open the next door. Ooh, that hurts my ears every time. Alright, after you capture Stitch, hop onto the other side. You'll see the rug. You're just going to fall through the floor there. Alright, level 20 in the second stall from the left, you'll find Stitch. And then head over to the toilet paper that's standing up by the door and interact with that. Alright, 21, hop behind the counter here. And once you get Stitch, if you look behind the counter, you'll see the switch to open the next door. Alright, level 22 in the theater, you're just going to jump through the screen here onto level 23. Alright, level 23, you're just going to pickaxe the tree here in the middle. You need 10 petals. To open the next door. Alright, level 24, come over to the bench here and pick up the harpoon gun. And you'll just shoot the egg here to capture it to open the next door. Alright, level 25, once you capture the Stitch, if you turn around you'll see the switch here on the couch. Just interact with that. And then you'll enter into the elevator. Alright, this one is another code one. Again, it's on the chalkboards. So 1804. You'll come over to the vault, input the code. Alright, you're on to the next one. Level 27, you'll grab the explosives. After you grab the Stitch, toss it here to blow the barricade, and you're on to level 28. Alright, after you capture Stitch, turn around, you'll find the diamond that you'll need to open the next door. Alright, level 29, just after you capture Stitch up here, head back down, and the desk that is under the clock there, you'll find a banana on the floor, which you'll need to open the next door. Alright, level 30. Head over here and you'll head over to the green chair. Just sit in it and it'll open the next door. Alright, 31. Yeah, 31. You'll capture Stitch in the cell. After that, go to the vase on top of the table in the middle of the room. And it'll open up the ceiling here. Level 32, if you go to the trash bags here in the corner, you'll find the balloons, which you'll need to float up to the next level. Alright, 33, after you capture Stitch, turn to the right, and you'll see the switch here, which will open the next door. Alright, after you capture Stitch in the first cell, head back towards the number 34. And the cell right behind it, go inside and you'll see the key on the bench, or on the stool. The table. Alright, level 35. Under the stairs you'll find Stitch. And then head to the bench closest to the door. And you'll just sit down to open it. Alright, level 36. We're going to need a piece of meat and bacon. So the bacon is just to the left of the stove there. And then if you head up top, you'll find Stitch. And a piece of meat which is on the floor right here by this stand right there. And then you'll just go back and cook it. Alright, 37. Once you capture Stitch, the platform right above the door, you'll mantle up to it. Then flip the switch. On to the next level. Alright, level 38, you're going to go to the painting that's in the corner by the bed and hop through it. Alright, 39. After you capture Stitch, turn around and behind the metal barrels here, you'll find the mechanical part you'll need to open the next level. Alright, level 40. Before you go to Stitch, you'll see the makeshift bow here. After you capture Stitch, turn around, you'll shoot the target. Level 41, stick to the left here, and you'll come back to this shelving unit right here and just pickaxe it to move it out of the way. Alright, level 42, you need 1 coin to interact with the fountain there. You'll just hop upstairs, and on the bench you'll find the coin. Go downstairs, make a wish. Came true, door opens. Perfect. Alright, and then you'll just emote on the dance floor to get the boogie bomb for this next one. And you'll go up the stairs here to interact. Alright, level 44, after you capture Stitch, turn around, and on the back of the 44 you'll see the switch. Alright, and then we'll hop down here. Alright, the seat right next to Stitch, sit in it and it'll open the portal on the stage. 46. Follow that all the way to the right. You'll need the key, which is located by the boxes in front of the door. Alright, 47. After you capture Stitch, go to the left in the middle of the cranes and you'll see the switch right there in the middle. Alright, level 48. This one requires a code, which you can see on the wall here. So the first one is 8. Last one is 9, 4, and 7. So 8, 4, 7, 9, I believe. Yeah. Alright, after you capture Stitch in this next one, go upstairs, and the second tall bookcase to the right, you'll interact with that one. And the small bookcase will move out of the way. And then you'll hop and mantle on top of that one, and then mantle up through the ceiling there to level 50. Alright, for this one, you'll need to go over here to this counter around the left corner to get the shadow bomb, and you'll use it to hop up the walls here to the next level. Just like so. Alright, level 51. If you come over to the third table, in the bowl you'll find the key to move on to the next round. Alright, level 52. If you come around the front of the car to the side, capture Stitch, and then you'll find the gas can behind the toolbox, which you'll need to move on to the next round. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this one's always hard for me to get. Bro. The struggle's hard for me sometimes. Okay, so you need to find the duck, which is in the cooler here, to open the next door. I'll hop down. Alright, after you get Stitch, go to the left here, you'll see this dining table. You'll sit in this seat right here. And that will open up the wall directly across from you. Alright, level 55, come over to the dresser on the right side. Interact with it to move it, and then you'll open the door with the switch. Alright, level 56, just hop on the table and run through the painting there. Level 57, we just need 1 coin, which is upstairs. Then you'll hop back down. There we go. Alright. Level 58. Right next to the Stitch, you'll find an ice cream cone on the ground. You'll need 2 of them. The other one's located just between the ice cream machines. And then you'll interact with the ice boxes over here, which will open up the next passage. Alright, level 59. After you capture Stitch, stick to that side of the wall straight back to this stall right here, and you'll find the switch in the wall. Alright, let's see. There's Stitch. Alright, Stitch is right behind the counter here. And then this is another mini game one. So again, you want to get as close to the darker blue section here so that you have less, you can get through a lot quicker instead of hitting it. I think it's like 5 times for that one. Alright, 61, just emote on the dance floor to open the next door. 62, go to the left to find Stitch. And then come over to the rug here, you'll fall through. Alright, level 63, come over to this table right here and interact with it. The wall will move down. Alright, 64, you'll find Stitch in the corner here, and then turn around, you'll find explosives right next to the rock and barrel. And then again, you'll use it to blow the barricade. Alright, this one's a little bit more complex. After you capture Stitch, you'll need 5 mechanical parts, which are in various parts of the room. They will repopulate after a certain period of time has elapsed, so just give it a second if you're playing with friends to find them. You'll need, again, total of 5 gears. There we go, just repopulated. And then come over to the console here, interact with that. And then the switch right here in the elevator will activate. And then you'll just take the elevator up. This is probably the most time-consuming part because you can't exactly speed through that part. Or if you can, I'm not sure how. Alright, after you capture Stitch in the corner there, come over to the bench with the towels right here on the same wall. And you'll sit down. You'll see the wall move there. You're on to level 67. Alright, 67 requires a mechanical part. So where you just came through, if you turn around and go straight forward, you'll find the mechanical part in the machine there. Interact. You're on to level 68. Alright, level 68, go around to the left here. You'll get capture Stitch, and then right on the wall next to it, you'll see the switch to go to the next level. 69 requires 3 parts, which you see here. So we'll capture Stitch first. And then you'll find the batteries under the table. Then there's a part on top of the table right across from it, and then the other part is in this. I'm not sure what that is. A counter piece? I don't know. Alright, you'll interact. The vent behind the counter will open. Unfortunately, you'll have to wait for this door to close for you to move forward, so just give it a second. There we go. Alright, level 70. Capture Stitch on top of the fryer there. This one requires 3 pieces, an egg, a lemon, and a meat piece. The egg is on the counter, or on the table there with the burger. Lemon is on the counter in the corner, and the meat is in the fryer. Right here, you'll go back and interact. The wall right here opens up. Alright, level 71, go to the left here in the corner, you'll find Stitch. And then a ball should appear here in the middle. And you're basically just trying to kick it into the goal here. But you can see it's not resetting for me. Give it a second. There That one's pretty glitchy, so is the other one. Alright, so if you go to the fireplace here, we need 1 petal and 1 herb. So the petal is over here by the bear in the corner. And the herb is over here by the piano in the corner. You'll interact with this here. Alright, so level 73, this one is a code again. So to find out the code, you'll have to sit in the chairs to find out what that is. And the numbers will appear on the chalkboard up front. Yes. Oh my gosh, I think it was 5. No. Sorry guys. I had my notes up and then it froze on me. Four's the best. Oh my gosh, the struggle right now. 53-42. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, level 74. Wait, this is 74, right? Yeah. Alright, 74, you'll find the can by the drinking fountains here, and you'll just throw it in the trash to open the wall here. Alright, 75, you'll find Stitch in the left corner once you run through the wall there. You'll pick up the cabbage on the bench here, and then it'll open the door there to level 76. Go to the right, in this back corner you'll find Stitch, and then head over to the trash cans, the one in the middle here, and pickaxe it to move it out of the way. Alright, and then go left once you crawl through the opening there, and then come back towards the door. You see these 3 chairs. The one on the right is the one you will sit in. You're on to the next level. To the left you'll find Stitch by the Durburger stand, or food truck, and then it's just a matter of kicking this ball through the field goal. There, just like that. Alright, level 79 requires 3 coins. So 1 you'll find by the sign directly in front of you. Make sure to capture Stitch. The second one is by the bench, by the doors. And then the other one is over by this blue car by the passenger back tire. And then you'll interact with the telephone like so. Level 80, go over to the DJ booth here to find Stitch. And then head over here to get the fishing pole. You're gonna need this fish in order to move on to the next level. Now sometimes you're lucky and you can get it in the first cast, but sometimes it may take a second. As you can see, bro. There we go. Alright, so if you're standing close enough to where that fish is, it'll automatically teleport you to your next level. Otherwise, after you have the fish, just walk towards it and it'll teleport you. Alright, so for this one, you'll need 30 coins. So go to the gold bars here and just pickaxe until you get your 30 coins. I ended up hitting it a lot more than I needed to, but it's okay. Alright, level 82. Come over after you capture Stitch behind the Joker car over there. Come over to the red bench right here and you'll sit down and a key will appear in front of you. And then you'll capture the key to open the next door. Alright, level 85. Wait. Why is it showing 85? That's not right. 83, sorry. 83, what you'll do is you'll interact with the printer here and it will give you a code. Which you can see right there, 357246. And you come over to this desk right here to enter the password, 357246. Enter and you're on to the next level. Alright. After you capture Stitch, come over to the wall here to get the gloves. And then you'll use the invisibility to come over here, grab the carved twine and the duct tape. And then you'll fix the panel here. Alright, and then this one requires fireflies. Behind the 85 you'll find Stitch. And then just capture the fireflies. And then you'll make your way towards the fire here. Level 86. After you capture Stitch right here next to it, you'll interact with the sleeping bag. And you're on to level 87. 87, you'll find Stitch under the staircase. This one's going to require 3 items. A coconut, an egg, and a piece of corn. The egg is right here behind you by the shelving. The corn you'll find in between the boxes here. And if you hop up top here to the second level, by the light stand, you'll find the coconut in the corner. Then just hop back down. And you're on to level 88. Alright, 88, you'll find Stitch in the corner, and then come over to the flowers on the stand here. And interact with that. Alright, this one requires a key, so if you hop up top here to the right of the motel sign, you'll find the key. Hop down here, you're on to the next level. Alright, level 90. I don't know why it's saying 93 for me. But level 90, after you capture Stitch, you're going to go upstairs here. And on the right couch, you'll see a switch on the side. There it is. Alright, once you teleport to the next room, Stitch is on the little bench to the right. And then what you'll do is you'll hop on top of the chair here. And then you'll mantle up through the picture up there. Oh my. Okay. It is a struggle right now. Alright, so the Stitch you'll find over here by the little satellites. If you come over to the console here, interact with it, and then you'll hit all 3 of these satellites back here, and it'll teleport you. Should teleport you to your next level. I don't know why it's giving me issues right now. Oh my gosh, that was glitchy. Shouldn't have taken that many times. Anyway, once you teleport to the next level, 93, it's just go to that red X and pickaxe it. The wall will open up. Alright, 94. You'll find Stitch to the left here. And this is going to be a 2-part. You'll find a key card over here. You'll interact with the console here. It'll open up this one to interact with. And that's what that key card is for. Alright, Stitch you'll find immediately to your right. And then for 95, you're just going to pickaxe the top box right there. And crawl through the window. Alright, 96, if you go to the right here, you'll find Stitch in that next room, and then you'll sit down in the chair right across from it to open the vent, and then you'll fall down to the next level. Alright, 97, before you sit down, go behind 97, you'll find Stitch in the corner, and then just sit on the bench here, and you'll wait for the train to arrive, and once it stops, you mantle up and just wait, and the train will start to move, taking you to the next level. Alright, level 98. If you turn to the left after capturing Stitch, you'll see the key card. And then come over to the desk here. Alright, 99, you'll find Stitch at the top right behind it. And then head back down the stairs. To the left you'll see a barrel with swords. You'll grab one of the swords, it'll open the wall. Alright, level 100, you're going to interact with this metal piece on the wall here. It'll teleport you to the next level. Alright, hop up top here. Right above the number you'll find Stitch. And then hop back down and you'll interact with the sword right below the number. And it'll teleport you to the next level. Alright, after you capture Stitch, go to the right here to this trash can, just pickaxe it. You'll crawl through the vent. Alright, level 3, you'll find Stitch in the middle stall, right in front of you. Then just make your way over to the other side and hop into that stall, it'll take you to the next level. Behind you is Stitch, and then you'll hide in the trash can right next to Stitch. Alright, level 105, you go into the next room, and over by the vending machine and bed you'll find a chair. You'll sit down in it and stand back up and the wall should open up. Alright, level 106, go straight forward. You'll see Stitch right there, but go into the room right in front of you. You'll see, go around to the right here, you'll find the key, and you'll need a key and key card to open this next doorway. So just go into each one of those rooms, capture Stitch, and then go to the vending machine. On to the next level. Level 107. After you capture Stitch, you're going to need to find 3 dolls. The first one is right here on the counter in the kitchen. And then go into this room right here, which is the bathroom. You'll find the other doll in the tub. And then we'll go to the bedroom right here. And you'll see my cousin. And then you'll just place them on the couch here. And once you place all three, you will see the portal open up. And you are complete. Alright gamers, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't, and if you're having any trouble with any other map, or you have a map you would like for us to feature, please let us know in the comments below. I will see you gamers in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.